Hey, what's up, everybody? Guitar Rocker 100 is back once again with another live chat. Is this on? Oh, yeah, it is. All right. Hello, everyone. I'm back with another live chat once again. And today, what's up, Bimbley Jimbly? So, yeah, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be talking a little bit about the Cookie Monster collab. Lately, I haven't, or not lately, but like, I haven't gotten enough entries yet for the Cookie Monster collab, and I'm trying to figure out whether or not some of the people are going to get their entries in. And I don't know, man, because I don't want to have like a collab where only like, 3 or 4 people join in and it's like just 4 minutes long. Because if I look at the collab and how many people have joined it, I have, I'm looking, let's see here. I have 1, 2, 3 people done. And as a whole, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 people that said that they will join in. You feel like most folks have forgotten about it. Yeah, probably. Honestly, if I don't get enough entries in for the Cookie Monster collab, I might just call it off. I might just call it off and say forget it. Because what's the point of me doing a collab when not enough people are going to join in the first place? That doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I have to say about the Cookie Monster collab. Yeah, it has been taking too long. That's another thing. And honestly, here's another thing about my channel. My channel is basically dead. If that doesn't happen, I'll update my entry saying it was an entry for a canceled collab. Or if it does happen. Oh, okay. That's fine, Bimbley Ghibli. I really don't care if you want to do that or not. But yeah, another thing is that my channel, I've noticed over the years and over the last couple of months, is starting to die out. Like I just feel like my channel is dying out just every single second that time goes by. When I look at the like to dislike ratio and the number of views that I get, when I have 10,000 subscribers, it's insane. Actually kind of depressing if you ask me. I mean, I got 10,000 subscribers. I'm barely reaching that, and I'm barely getting 1,000 views for some of my videos. And it makes me wonder, why the fuck do I even bother anymore? Who cares? Honestly. Whatever happened to this lack of activity? Could you explain what you mean by lack of activity exactly? It seems like the only YTPs that my watchers or my subscribers care about are the Spinchville YTPs. And sometimes I just get tired of making the same YTPs over and over and over again. It gets so irritating. Like, I don't want to just be making the same type of YTPs over and over again. I want to be original with my content. I don't want to make the same, vocoder effects and, pitch shifting and, very little sentence mixing, same jokes, G major in every single one of my videos, and basically just copying whatever source or whatever ideas that people come up with, and then just get a bunch of views off of stealing other people's ideas. You could try a different source, like with a different style. Yeah, I've been doing that, and look at how that's been going. Nobody cares. That's the problem. Whenever I try to do a different style, it just seems like nobody cares to watch at all. They see a new video in their inbox that isn't Spinchbill, and they just go, "Oh, I'm not watching this. This is a waste of my time." And they just wait until I make another Spinchbill YTP, and then when they see the Spinchbill YTP, they're just all like, "Yay, new Spinchbill YTP." You know what? If you're just gonna watch me for the Spinchbill YTPs, why don't you just unsubscribe? Period. If you're not even gonna watch my other videos, just don't even bother. I know you'll stick around to watch my stuff. I didn't say you were one of these people, but it just feels like I have a lot of empty subscribers. I used to get like 400, maybe even 300 likes per video. And of course, it was on Spinchbill YTPs, but now it just feels like it's all going in a downward spiral. As Emperor Lemon would say, downward spiral. Yeah. I appreciate that, Bindley Jimbly. I really appreciate that. Yeah, and I made a new YTP, and the first comment that was on it, the Jimmy Kimmel YTP that I made just a couple hours ago. First comment was all like, here, I'm pulling it up right now. This is from Meta5272, basically saying, Donald Trump being in the thumbnail was all I needed to know that I'm not going to watch this video. And yes, I know that me clicking on it to type this comment counted as a view, and I barely care. You know what? If you're really going to be that smug and arrogant about it, just unsubscribe, period. Just get the fuck off my channel. And don't ever come back. I mean, there's no point in you coming to my channel just to leave comments about how I use ear rape too much, or use Donald Trump too much, or use too many vocoder effects. Because that's all that ever happens to me anymore. Well, not anymore, but it's always happened to me. And it's not very pleasant. Yeah, you'll be surprised by the amount of dislikes the Jimmy Kimmel YTP got, BG. I'm just gonna call you BG because it's easier to say that. Yeah. Oh, look who it is. It's Truder Mark. Hey, how you doing? It's been a long time, man. I haven't checked out your videos in a long time, Truder Mark. I think one of these days I'm just gonna look back at your channel and check out one of them, or a couple of them. Yeah. Yeah, how's everything been going with you, man? The heart. Hmm. You know, there's been a lot of things. Like I know my channel has basically hit its downward spiral, but I remember back in 2013, this is the worst, probably the worst moment I've ever had besides now in my YTP career. Uh, I remember when I made that 1K special. That was the My Little Pony YTP MV, and then everybody was leaving comments and unsubscribing just like that, basically saying that, "Oh, you're a brony. I'm just gonna unsubscribe." Yeah, such a funny moment. What a bunch of losers, especially the Kaleidoscope. That guy is a fucking jackass. Oh, Truder Mark, you remember this? I remember you were leaving comments defending me with my 1K sub special. You were basically saying, "Don't let the haters get to you." I remember that. The ear rape got me laughing really harder, or laughing even harder. Uh, you know, Bimbly Jimbly, that's one thing that many people complain about. Too many people complain about, actually. Ear rape is actually something that can be funny in YTPs. It's not something that has to be annoying. You know, in the Shrek collab that Emperor Lemon did, a lot of the ear rape done in that video, that was genius. Absolutely genius. Well, yeah, I agree with that, Shooter Mark. Ear rape shouldn't ever be spammed, of course, but that doesn't mean that ear rape is all bad. Ah, man. You understand why folks complain about that, but I find it hilarious, mainly because I watched Cartoon Lover 98 back in the day. Cartoon Lover 98 was one of my favorite YTPers a long time ago. Sucks that he's gone now. I remember back 2 years ago when he was announcing his retirement. I was disappointed. The Toy Story 2 YTP, that was a good way to end off his YTP career, for sure. He's mostly on Twitter now. Yeah, just like everyone else. Everybody's on Twitter now, just tweeting about politics and crap. I gave him a standing eulogy to his retirement, and he even liked it. What was that eulogy? Eulogy. You don't talk about that stuff there. Yeah. Sometimes I talk about that stuff too much on my Twitter page. Sometimes I feel like I should talk about something else or tweet about something else because most of my tweets are about that kind of stuff. All right, I'll see you later, Bimbly Jimbly. going on, Nightmare Poop? How you doing? So, in case you guys want to know, or in case you guys want to know what I've been doing with my life ever since I've not, ever since I've been doing YTPs less, I'm basically doing like athletic stuff nowadays. I'm on a high school track team, and I am a 400-meter runner, and I also run the 800-meter run. And yeah, I'm a varsity athlete who is going into his senior year next year. So, yeah, just thought I'd talk a little bit about that. One thing that I will say was a big accomplishment for me, though, was that I made it to regionals for the 4x8, despite the fact that we didn't have, and that none of us had below a 2-minute 800, which I think is pretty incredible. But yeah, next year for sure, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get to state, hopefully. And I wish I could use a camera to record myself, but at the moment, I'm not sure how to do it. Still trying to figure that out. Oh, and here's one thing I want to ask some of you guys. Are there any good YTPs out there that I could watch? Because whenever I try to find a lot of good YTPs, a lot of them just end up being really stale. Like they have a high like ratio on them. Like they have about a 98% thumbs ups, but they just end up being just stale and they leave me with bitterness and just hate. Jallerbo's YTPs. I think I've heard of them. Let me check them out real quick. Jallerbo. Oh, this looks pretty funny. I'm gonna look at this a little bit. Spinge Binge, the sex joke event Horizon. Yeah, I already like this guy. I bet if the beginning of the YTP is already funny, I bet the rest of it is going to be really good. Yeah. Hey, True Mark, I got a question for you. What's your favorite YTP from Emperor Lemon? And this includes collabs, by the way. Yeah, Frying Nemo, that's a good one. I'll probably say that my favorite from him is probably the Shrek collab. That's really good. But one thing that I really like about Emperor Lemon is how outspoken he is about many like real life issues. And one thing that I didn't understand is like how he got so much hate on his behind the meme video. Like, I thought that he made a lot of valid points in that video, but people just gave him the thumbs down because they thought that he was being a moron. But I thought that his video had a lot of great arguments. Okay, Truder Mark. So what happened in the video was that Emperor Lemon was talking about how behind the meme was misrepresenting what YTPs actually are. It was basically just showing a bunch of really, really old YTPs from the past to get people of an idea, give people an idea of what YTP is, without really showing a lot of the present YTPs. And then Emperor Lemon looks at that and he says, this gives people the idea that YTP is just like, these boring videos, whatever. I don't know all the specifics about it, or I don't remember every single detail about the video, but I do know that behind the meme was basically just using old YTPs as a way to represent or show people what YTP actually is. Oh, the Shrek collabs. Yeah, you should definitely check that out. The that is one of the funniest videos I've ever seen in my life. I believe that for sure. Behind the meme is probably just another scumbag on the internet. I haven't even seen a lot of his videos, but judging based off of that one video he made about YTPs, he's probably not that great. Did you see his video on Jimmy Kimmel though? That was pretty good. Yeah, well, go check that out because, oh, you gotta go? All right, I'll see you later, Truder Mark. But yeah, for the rest of you watching, in case you don't know what Emperor Lemon's video about Jimmy Kimmel is about, he was basically talking about how Jimmy Kimmel basically represents everything wrong with American entertainment because Jimmy Kimmel makes a lot of like unfunny content. Like just not even just that he makes unfunny content, but he basically has an agenda of just making Donald Trump look bad. And I despise him. I despise Trump, but the way they criticize him is just garbage. But yeah, Emperor Lemon, one of the most outspoken people I've ever seen in the YouTube poop community. Let's take a look here. For any of you guys watching, you got something you want to talk about? You can talk about anything you want. I really don't care. Thanks for the update. Was wondering about it since it's been almost 6 months since the deadline. Yeah, sure thing, Susudio64. It's just been really hard for me to put the Cookie Monster collab together because I just don't have enough entries yet. I only have 3 entries. Like I said. Yeah. One of these days, I would just really love to get some of my popularity back on my channel because it's a lot more fun to make YTPs when you have like a big crowd of people watching your stuff. All right, I'm gonna get going. This live chat was short, but I don't have anything else to talk about. So yeah, you guys take care of yourselves and just have a good day. That's all I gotta say. Bye.